Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Connor, your YouTube fisherman, back here at Walmart. And what am I doing in Walmart? I was browsing the aisles and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a nice video for you guys. Whatever you wanna do, first time fisherman, you never fished before ever, and you have no clue what to purchase, this is what I'm gonna show you. Inshore fishing starter kit, and you can go wrong with this. I almost guarantee that you're gonna catch a fish with this setup. So here it is, very simple. I start with the rod. Rod is gonna be 7.6 to 7 feet, medium or medium light. You could use any brand. Ugly Stick is a good brand. Penn is a good brand. Like for example, this Ugly Stick right here, medium, 7.6 for inshore. It's only 50 bucks. Doesn't break the bank. Really great choice, and super light. The most important thing is make sure the tip is very sensitive. As you can see, it's super sensitive, so you can feel the bite, and that's one of the most important things when it comes to inshore fishing. So that's gonna be your rod, around 50-60 bucks. That's the max you want to spend, and you can go wrong with any of those Ugly Stick or Penn. So take one of those. You could even use medium light. I use medium light sometimes, but if you catch a big fish, it's good to have a medium. So, and for reel, we're gonna have either 2,500, 4,000, or 3,000 reels. You wanna have a Shimano Sienna or Daiwa Fuego, and they also around 50 bucks, 50, 60 bucks, doesn't break the bank. So I highly recommend those reels to you. Definitely pair with that. Do not get the combo. Those are the cheap ones the manufacturers put together for you to buy. You think it's a good deal, but they're not. They're just the cheaper models of what they're selling. So do not buy the combos, because you want to put everything together for yourself, and that's the next step, which is your line. For your main line, fluorocarbon and your braid. You start with your braid. You're gonna put on your reel, your braid first. I go with either 10 or 15-pound braid. And Yozuri is a really good brand, so I would highly recommend you that. Again, these are like 15, 13, 14 bucks. Perfect price, not expensive at all. But I will go with 15 braid, and after the braid, you wanna use the fluorocarbon. That's your leader line, obviously. So after the braid, you're gonna put this on, and I go with 20 pounds. Again, Yozuri, you could use any brand is fine, but I like Yozuri better. And definitely get a fluorocarbon because it's more aggressive and it doesn't break. Also, it's really invisible when you throw it, catch it in the water. By the fish, it's hard to see. So definitely highly recommend you that. That's the line set. And the next step, okay, you got the rod, you got the reel, you got the lines. What am I gonna throw, right? I don't use live bait, and I catch all my fish without any live bait. I use only artificial lures. And if you guys watch my previous video, I went a couple days ago, I caught 9 redfish just on artificial lure in a couple hours, inshore fishing with my kayak. So definitely you don't need live bait. So I'm gonna give you top choices. The very first one is top water. You hear that? That noise attracts the fish, and that's your first thing in the morning. That's why you throw, either from the shore, kayak, boat, whatever you have. You could definitely use this first thing in the morning. So 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. until the sun comes up. This is your go-to lure, top water. Salt Strong has them as well. You could use anything. This is the Hayden's Super Spook Junior. So any of those will work as long as it makes noise. It's perfect. So that's it. That's one. And once the sun comes up, then I highly recommend you guys get DOI shrimp or voodoo shrimp. And this natural color is one of the best ones that you could use. You throw that, it's already ready with the hook and everything. So you just tie it up on your fluorocarbon, and I do a loop knot. Whenever I tie my lures, I don't snitch the knot, I do a loop knot. That way the lure actually presents itself very natural. You know, it swims natural. You don't really grab it and get it tight so it doesn't jerk the bait underwater. So definitely I do a loop knot. and I do have how-to videos on my videos as well. You could check that out, how to do a loop knot. So But that's definitely the lures, the imitation shrimp. That's my second choice. The third one is obviously the easiest one, pedal tails. I go with pedal tails, any kind of pedal tails, okay. But my favorite pedal tails is the ones that tail with chartreuse and the tail with really soft tail that moves a lot in the water. The more movement, more attraction for the fish to bite, right? So you're always looking for those glitter, any glitter like that. I just pick these brands, you know. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm just giving you an idea. The softer the better on the tail. Chartreuse color attracts, and all those glitters also attract the fish. And I'm gonna show you how to hook them up on the jig heads as well. So this works perfect. And the last one, you could use this on inshore fishing anywhere, from jetty, from pier, from the beach, from your kayak boat. Spoons, any kind of spoons, silver, gold color, this will catch you fish every single time. Any size, any weight, keep couple spoons on your tackle box. So that's it, that's all you need. And the next one and the last is your jigs, right? So these are the regular one. When you have deep water, you use the regular ones. Just 3/8 ounce, maybe half an ounce, depends on how deep the water is. You judge that. And that's how you hook your paddle tails. That's how you hook your shrimp if it doesn't have a hook already. And these are awesome. You could use it all the time. The next one is you wanna use weedless hooks. These are perfect, anything 2 feet and below water, any shallow water, when you go to flats, mangroves, you fishing around the super shallow water. This is what you need to use, which is weedless. It doesn't grab the grass, it doesn't grab the weeds, so this is perfect. As you can see right there, you hook it through the little needle there, and then you go weedless with your paddle tail. So I highly recommend you that. Again, 3/8 is perfect. You don't want to use a half an ounce, it's too much. You don't want to weigh too much, you just want to kind of graze around the water, because only 1.5 foot or 2 feet of water, so you don't need nothing heavy. So that's it. It's very simple setup. Again, doesn't break the bank. Once you get these in and you purchase them, it's almost guaranteed that you're gonna catch a fish on inshore fishing, saltwater fishing. So I hope this video helps you out. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Tight line, everyone.